Hello everybody, First Month is here. Today with testing of this Böker AK1 reverse tanto. It's about 7 o'clock p.m. so I have to do it a bit faster because there is coming storm from that way. So when you see leaves go a bit faster, and by the way, excuse for that moving machine from our neighbor, but if I will pack everything faster, that means the storm is here. That's okay. Let's start to this one. All details you had from my room, from my like at home video. So now we go for testing. Only what I've done is I've swapped the original clip for this standard multi clip, because the one was kind of weird. How this one works. It releases a bit more easy than I'm normally used to on my knife. So I don't know why. It's maybe, but there is not that. The tension, the portion here, this one, which grabs the blade, because that's only portion where this one is locked here. So maybe that's a bit easy. See how easy it accommodates that knife. So on that, probably not. So let's do it. It's been used for some cardboard slicing, cutting. So let's start with something standard, more standard. My rope I normally, or cordage I normally use. Easy. Double. Easy. Four layers. Easy. You might hear it. It's coming. Yeah. So for the cordage, it's all right. How about this one? It's all right. What about if I do it here, just like that? It's almost done. Almost done. Yeah. So I'll try again. I will push a bit more. Yeah, it's coming. So that was all right. And some cardboards. If I go as those like fibers goes, so easy. But what about this one? Easy guys. Easy. I put some zip tie here, and this blade is very thin. So about prying, I wouldn't pry it, to be honest, but we'll test it how it works against plastic. So this is the thinner one. Try to use the angle against that. It's all right. I wouldn't pry anything like that because the edge itself is very very fine, it's very tiny. And what about this plastic? How this one works? Yep. Yep. So for standard materials like the cordage, like cardboard, I mean for box opening, it's alright. Okay, what about some wood? This might be a bit different. We'll see. This is very first time I slice with this knife some wood. So for feathers, if I will do it with this knife, by the way, batoning. Moment. So I shouldn't baton with this knife, but this is spruce wood, no knots on it. So let's find out. I'll take it more easy. This is the thinnest knife, if I don't count folders, in my collection. So definitely not something I would do with this knife. It's definitely not. Some shavings or curls. The edge is that fine that I have to change the angle more towards the knife. So not really something I want, because the angle is really fine, so you go deep very fast. Let's find about this one. Well, I try to more find the correct angle for those fine tiny curls. Yeah, this could be probably a better way. I don't really see that. This is not a bushcraft knife, of course, but if EDC, yeah, definitely better. I guess this one won't throw sparks because spine seems to be a bit rounded. Moment. So steel, fire steel. No way, guys, this is not made for it, and I got it. This knife is not meant to be bushcraft knife. As I said, this is dried small branch, dried peach wood. So it could be a bit hard. That's why I took it, because it's dried, so it's something different than that. Just for demonstration, the handling is surprisingly alright because how small the knife is. It's more easy to find the right angle when you hold it in for this chest pull. I rest my thumb on the switch, on the grind, and it helps me to find the right angle. As I said, the secondary bevel is 0.3 millimeters, guys. 0.3 millimeters. This absolutely thinnest knife when fixed blade in my collection. Everything is small and thin on this knife. Not really meant for it, I would say. That's why I got some other options here. I brought, and you will see some comparison, these knives, guys. This is Blackjack 155. You'll see, so very comparable knife with full convex. And where is that? Wow, guys. 154 cm steel. Wow. Even thicker stock. This one bites in. Oh, see that? Wow. Not this one. Okay, let's find out T4 tracker. It has small handle. It's important to say I've changed the secondary bevel on all of them, exclude the new one, the AK1, and tops UTE2, the mini, the smallest, 5mm thick, so as twice as that AK1. Yep. Okay, I'll keep it for final conclusion. Okay. What about these? Once more. You get the idea. 5mm thick blade, the Blackjack. Wow, this one bites in. Wow, guys, this is the wood remover. It cuts like hell. Not as fine, but it bites in like hell. And of course, tracker T4 when standard handling. And of course, I can do it the tracker way. That was just comparison. And okay, I got another one from some special reason. I was thinking to actually I got two blades here. Holders, one more expensive, Spyderco Manix 2XL, but very similar price. Okay, this one bites in, but it doesn't want to make those curls that easy. I'll try this one. Yeah, this one slices like hell. I like it as a slicer. Not really. And the much less expensive is CVV. I forget the name. Okay, this very notorious name, CVV folder for 60, maybe 70 bucks, no more. By the way, this one was about 290, 300 bucks. I haven't tried. Very thin blade, that's why it is here. So if I think only about the slicer, nothing special, just I would say just a knife. I wouldn't baton anything with this. Okay. These are fine angles. I'm not used to into such thin blades. This one, these, it bites in like hell. Well, I don't want to waste your time, so I want to do some final conclusions. So we got this one, this Böker. There's just, I think, one more expensive than this one, and that is Damascus, some kind of Damascus. They got 3 models of it: American tanto, some kind of standard blade shape, upsweep, and this reverse tanto, which could be clip point. One cliff. And this is a bit dangerous to do it with this knife. Yeah, it's dangerous. It is dangerous job. Okay. No more dangerous things, because I'm a bit rash, as you might see, because of the storm. So, final conclusion about this AK1. The sheath, great. The overall package, this is very lightweight knife. I got one comparable knife with here, because this is made of carbon fibers, the handle scales, my very first, and the Magna Cut, of course. So top materials, Magna Cut steel. I got here the tactile Osprey, made of Magna Cut steel. Price wise, about 50 bucks more, 50 bucks expensive, more expensive than this AK1, but we got the rich light material, but much more meat of Magna Cut steel. And great sheath, by the way, much bigger. This is the T-clip. I've swapped that, but I like it, so I use it, and I made another one. I got 2 sheaths for this knife, one in green, one in black, depend on what I wear. Great knife. So pretty expensive knife, 290, 30 US dollars, 300, sorry, 290 or 300 US dollars. Will I recommend it? Am I happy with the knife? To be honest, not really. When I got this knife, I was somehow disappointed how small the knife is. Even I knew that measurements, because when everyone did like review for it, always it was like focused on, so the knife looked bigger, simply bigger, something. I said, okay, for the money, but it's nice, it's pretty nice done. But something else, the blade is too thin. But I mean, in general, when it leaves this full thickness, it goes down faster. It's like your small kitchen knife. Even there is some the hearing, the noise which my fingers do when I do this, It's like you got your kitchen knife and you do it on your kitchen knife, so it sounds cheap. I don't say it is, but sounds cheap. So it's definitely the most expensive out of all of these. Okay, if this one will be without the coating, that will be less expensive than this one. This one is more expensive because of the coating. But as a knife only, this is the most expensive out of these. Only this one was, as I said, about 50 bucks more expensive. So the question is, if this one worth the money? I say no. Premium materials, everything how it's done, but this one fulfill your task only if you want to have such light knife, 60 grams or 70 grams, something like that. You see these details in my at-home video. But normally I don't think it worth the money. It's beautiful knife. It's great materials. Everything's done properly. But like whole package for what it can do, how brittle it you feel it. So you are really careful what you do. So if you want it only for slices, for let's say leatherworking, some box openings, you know, envelopes or these things, or cut something like this one, okay. Food prep, yeah, it sliced nicely for some, you know, if you want to slice tomato or something like that, okay. But I don't think you need this knife for it, only if it's something like, and the blade is, by the way, short for it. You can do it, of course, but it's short. As a kitchen knife, it's short, simply. It doesn't have the sharp spine, which I miss. I always like it because it gives me another option how to use knife. Here I rely only on the blade and on such a thin blade. So I think it doesn't worth the money. It doesn't worth the money, even if I don't say it's bad knife. No, it's not. Only I think it's overpriced. It's overpriced for what it is. It's a small piece of knife. This guy was when I bought it, it was about 1/4, almost 1/4 of its price, and it slices well. 154 cm steel, full convex, guys. And this one, it feels great in hand. It's slightly shorter, that's important, but it's thicker. It has more reinforced tip, so I am able to do more things with it than with this one. Much cheaper, as I said, and stainless steel, that's important. These two are not stainless, they're 95, both of them, but this one, of course, stand much more abuse, and if you put the secondary convex on it, it's sharp as hell, it's not resistant, and it serves you all those utility tasks you might need, only if you don't need that, you know, really precise slicing, because with the very fine, not only tip but edge. So food for, let's say, if you do more food prep and these things with this knife, then it's all right. For the box opening, this could be okay, but this will be definitely all right, especially for the reverse tanto Warncliffe design, because it's better. This one, if this one will be in the same shape, so it will do it, of course, better than this one. But this is great. Again, for about 60% of this price. This is very expensive now, the T4, and I think it's overpriced again, the T4, for what it is. But in general, it's a great tool, especially meaning for wood processing. If I will think about only about wood processing and this one, no, this is much better choice, because this one can do lots of things. Only what this one can't do, of course, can do. If you want to do it properly, or as I want, is some food prep. I got a sharpened spine here, so I can throw sparks, I can do curves, I can use it much more harder for splitting. Definitely, you might see the video when I use this one. So definitely a better choice for these kind of wood processing. One reason of my thinking was these two and this cookery of mine. Like, you know, cookery got two tools usually in it: small knife and sharpening steel. Two small knives, different with different use, and one chopper, bigger knife for all those hard tasks. But this is nice combo, very expensive combo, by the way. All together, 600 700 US dollars, somewhere like that, this combo. But you got plenty of choices what to use, how to use them. Only what you don't have is kind of sharp and sturdy tough tip for penetration if you need for something like that, because this one is brittle and this one is too rounded for it. So three different blade shapes, each better for something else. But if this one will be thicker, so I can use it somehow in this way, but this is too thin. Okay, and why I do have these. So as I said, this could be another option if you want to have folder with similar price. This one can do something like that. It's longer and everything. You don't need you don't need a sheath, but it's heavy. Even with this, like this package, overall package is lighter than just this knife. So that's important thing. See that? But when you carry it, then it might change. This is fixed blade, so you can do some very light batoning with it. Maybe with this way you can do light batoning with it too. I wouldn't do that much because it's still a folder, but this could be some. Why I broke this one is because the grind. This is nice, great slicer. And the last thing, as I said, I broke this one, the CVV. I forget the name. Only the liner lock is not something. Steel is that kind of 7CR, 8CR, doesn't matter. It's too thin. You can have shaving. There is actually very sharp edge on it. It's still the original, and it holds great. It's nice in your hand. Yeah, this is seems to be a bit heavier, but not that much. I would say 10%, 15% heavier than this one. So you are very close with it. Flipper, but what I said, this is slicer as this one, with a slightly longer blade. You can choke up here. Important is you pay third price, 1/3 price, maybe even less than third price of this one. So, or I forget, go for this tactile. If you want something slightly bigger, do much more reliable blade with a sharpened spine, recurve. You can do food prep with it. It's 10 centimeters something blade, so you can grab it. You can do lots of things with it, much more this, and you don't have to be so careful about that. And you got same high quality steel. I'm gonna cut both of these. So if I would choose out of these, and that will be not the only option, I want to have something really small and really light, because the small and light doesn't mean that it's the same. This is small, same size, but this is much heavier. Only the knife is heavier than this one, but this is something. So I would go for this one. So again, last word, I don't really recommend to buy this knife, because for the money it's overpriced. It's overpriced. It's nice and there's nothing wrong on it, but it's overpriced, and you have to be careful when you use it. Only if you want to use it really in a dedicated way, just do some very fine things, and that's too expensive for those things, because the blade, you don't need to have such great blade with such top materials when it's too fine, too thin, because you have to be careful about that. You are sometimes scared to use it a bit hard, because yeah, it screams some. I can chip, I can break or chip here. Maybe I'm wrong, because I don't know the steel hardly. This is a relatively new steel, but I wouldn't try. If there will be a knot here, even this is spruce wood, if there will be a knot, I wouldn't do it, absolutely not. But I will do it with this one, and of course with this one, or this one, and definitely with this. So try to find something, another knife if you're looking for some such small blade, or maybe ask for custom makers and use some cheaper steels. 154 cm is great. They use 35 RWL 35 grade steel, or some D's, not some special steels you don't need for these tasks. Now they use the 14C27 steel. Absolutely great. That will be 1 mm thicker, made of that steel. Yeah, this is great. This is great option. These carbon fiber scales. If that will be my carta, and the price will be, let's say, 60% of this, that could be changed, but not this one. So thank you very much. Have a great time. Bye.